Dayanta Muni Muni Ma Muni Zuma Dayanta Muni Muni Ma Muni Zuma Dayanta
Okay, I hope yesterday we talked about subject easy. You understand? It is worthwhile understanding your own nature of your own, self-cherishing thought, attachment, is so worthwhile. Many times we think, I want inner freedom, I want something, very, magic meditation, something higher meditation. Many times we're dreaming, we're not facing exactly what we are right now. Yes. Because attachment, attachment is all the time dealing with the life, with the other people, with our mind, all the time, even since born up to now, dealing. And all the problem, mental problem, anyway, external problem, what we consider problem, and internal problem, everything comes from attachment. This understanding is the wisdom and the path of liberation to carry you or bring. This is the vehicle to bring you into everlasting peaceful enlightenment. It's so worthwhile, and also it is so logical. You don't need something difficult. You understand? Something to believe something. You don't need to believe. It's sort of so logically prove your attachment is the problem. All your personal problem, and it causes problem others, which is relating with you. We all know, isn't it? Not just a dry word, with the experience, all the life experience, the knowing is very important. That's why Lord Buddha always emphasizing understanding, is the path of liberation. The meaning, many Tibetan translation, Western, world is reading many books, All Tibetans are, so magic, You understand? Magic Buddhism, something like that. And also many people expecting, Tibetan Lama going meditation course, he going to make something magic for me. With expectation. Lama don't need to make magic for you. Your mind is attachment is the magic, okay? Magic with you. Magic is with you since you born up to now. You understand? Magic is not the part of liberation. Don't look at something funny, Some people do, Lama do funny and make me something hallucination. Don't expect it. Just a simple understand what is the life. How is it complicated coming? What makes your life complicated? What makes your life happy? You should understand. Then worthwhile. Then you are not dreaming. You understand? Then you earth, You are earth, and you release the way you develop your mind. Then nothing disappointed. And you know what are you going to do. You know what your trip is, Whatever you want to do, meditative trip or spiritual trip or whatever you want to do, Otherwise, many people, they do things, they don't know what they're doing. Although intellectually say, I want liberation, inner freedom, and enlightenment, nirvana or something. They have big words to use, But we don't know. but at least we know the real, the all the the false action and miserable, or unhappy and enjoyment, energy. It comes from the self-cherished thought, attachment. As long we know, we really prove with our own experience. That simple understanding really changed your action, really changed your selfish thought. And then worthwhile. Otherwise, many times we learn religions, philosophies, and many things, we are not changing. Even if we cannot stop, smoking and drinking. You understand? Although we intellectually say this is not so good, we're not changing inside. Action not changing. Lama's point of view, if you're not changing action, you say, even if you say attachment is cause I'm problem. If you say something intellectually, you are not true. You not realize. We not call that is realization. Oh, worthwhile, to understand these things. Without knowing the psychological root of problem, we can never cut them. We can never resolve them. What do we fight with the animal, the enemy, something enemy. We have to know what is enemy. Otherwise, we shouldn't hear enemies is there, isn't it? Normally, we know, isn't it? So, order do you kill the root of our the miserable the you understand energy root of. You have to know where is that. Then whatever you do, anything, any energy you do, you understand, is hurt there, exactly go there. Even if you put one atom like that, it goes, solution. Otherwise, many times, we do things, solution is, the problems are here, but we go here. We try to give solution here all the time. And always blame. Most time we blame, our friends, families, and these things, and the society. It's misconception, actually. If you're looking that way, since this, earth is existent, human existent, up to now, they are nowhere solved. If you look at that problem, it's outside, cause comes from outside, you can never solve it. Present and the future, impossible. So now we realize attachment is, is all the problem, cause of all problem. So that we determining our rest life, action of our body, speech, mind is not let go, following after the attachment. Since attachment is the cause of, all the problem and, false action, produce false action. Therefore, we must change mental attitude. Oneself attachment to ego, I. That energy is, to others. It means concerning, concerning other people's, others, pleasure, rather than always I. And determinate now, right now, my rest life, body, speech, mind, action, energy is, I'm dedicating to others, and have to change my attitude, self-cherishing thought, attachment, concerned too much my pleasure, and this is now I have to change, concerning more other sentient being, pleasure. However, and all my, since I'm born up to now, my life is existent. Actually, is the other sentient being continent. Without the other sentient being continents, I'm not existent. Even I'm not, I cannot be even 5 years old, boy or girl. Impossible. How? Example, we drink milk since we were born. We not drink our own milk like that, We have to drink other people's, milk. That also other people's, energy. Thank you. This scientific, And we need cloth. Otherwise we cold. By cold we die. So we have preserved now, giving cloth, food, everything it comes from, other sentient beings. They are preserving for me. If they stop, if in England, there's no animal, stop, we cannot eat meat even. So animal giving cloth, animal giving milk, animal giving meat, and the people working for us, and they all count. No, I mean, just simple example, Lord Buddha and also, Jesus Christ, they give up their own kingdom and pleasure and totally, dedicate their action for other sentient beings. And they releasing attachment and there is, highest goal, enlightenment. Do we always concerned I? So we end up miserable. Actually, the psychologically we suffocate, you know, suffocate like this, you know, because the attachment. Okay, I, this, okay, always I, you know. So this itself, the attitude of attachment itself is the suffocate mind. So you suffocate actually, and you are tied, you know, so much intense here. You understand? Tied here in the heart here, no release, no relax, you know. Or those comes from attachment. And the Lord Buddha and Jesus give even his body, you know, many times give, you know, hand, the body, you know, legs, you know, his kingdoms, and completely give for others. Our attitude now, you know, the self-cherishing attachment, you know, even, you know, difficult, you know, to give, you know, one cup, you know, tea with much pleasure, you know, completely, you know, giving without expectation. Maybe you think, you know, maybe he think, you know, Lama think that he's joking, you know, he just joking, he put me down, you know, we don't do something, you know, good things, we do good things, you know. Perhaps you give things, you do, I mean, you give charity, but check out, you know, what kind of mind you giving charity. I'm sure when you give, you know, present or everything, you just, you know, have expectation. If you give, you know, without any expectation, completely, you know, benefit others. No expectation, reputation, you know, no reason I have to give because, you know, he's considered my relative, you know. If I not give, he freak out, you know. Those are not, you know, there's nothing to do with really charity. This still, you know, ego trip, okay? Or here. As long you have expectation, I have to give, you know, my, you know, some present, you know, for my, you know, the husband, you know, birthday. Otherwise he freak out, you know. Those are really, you know, it's not that you, you know, really, you know, something dedicated to, you know, giving. You have expectation. Otherwise he didn't give me next time when my birthday. Those all joking, you know, all these kind of sort of things we're doing. You understand? We're all doing, you know. You understand? The choosing some atom, you know, one atom, we choose one atom. One man chooses, you know, his girlfriend or boyfriend choosing. He's choosing, you know, whole universal, you know, energy. He's choosing one energy. I love this. You understand? So he putting his energy, one atoms, with the much sort of, you know, attachment, you know, concrete object he making. And from beginning this, you know, he you know, inside he is, you know, conflicting, you know, automatically. Just automatic, this one. This is automatic watch, okay? Yeah. You understand? Okay. So he built up tremendous powerful attachment, you know, atomic bomb, energy, psychological atomic bomb. Okay. So this energy is, you know, is so much dependent, himself is dependent on this, you know, object. So this energy, you know, moving, he's shaking. His life shaking, his mind shaking. This, you know, energy, object, you know, girl or boy or whatever is, you know, is the impermanent. It's a changing. You know, you don't want to change. Actually, you know, attachment to character is don't want to change. It's just like stay there. And it is. If there is something changing, worry about. And paranoia. So many things, you know. You understand? And also, you know, when the time comes, you know, separate or, you know, death comes, you know, miserable. I have no life, you know, now. That's not true. You see, attachment exaggerated, you know. I have no life. Before you have life, then suddenly you have no life. why? You couldn't believe that. Can you believe that? Totally, overestimate, exaggerated the mind by the basic attachment to conception. So you see, the miserable, feeling, you build up certain, conception, philosophy, such things, You understand? The basic attachment to conception. So this way, you are, end up with miserable. That's all. You cannot depend your pleasure as another atom. Impossible. This is the materialistic way of thinking. That's all. Whole thing's wrong. Completely wrong. I can say now. Completely wrong. Of course, you can make a reasonable judgment, I mean, my friend is, friend, He's transitory, he's changeable. Oh, yeah, understand. When the changing comes, goes. Even myself is die, you have to die. Okay, that's okay. You make reasonable judgment. But the tremendous, the overestimate, attachment, putting too much, then you, end up, incurable, miserable. You can see in the world nowadays, there's so many, men worry about it, my wife died. And so many, boy worry about, oh, my girlfriend disappears. So many girl worry about, oh, my, boyfriend disappears, Because attachment. All this is completely attachment. Concerning, to do with your own, pleasure, which actually is not, you call pleasure, actually not the, professional, joyful enjoyment. The attachment, consider this is the happiness, But actually, knowledge, wisdom, if we check up, those are, actually, suffering. Why? This produce suffering, reaction. We think we happy, this one. We're using this equipment for enjoyment, In fact, that, equipment is the suffering. Why? It produces reaction suffering to you. You understand now? That's why terminology Buddhism, especially the Hinayana school, much emphasizing all the, transitory and the changeable nature is the, suffering, they call, You understand? But if you understand that philosophy, why say this one? You check up with the everyday life, the subject of your mind, objective sense world, how you interpret it, how you relate. If you check up, it's very true. And also, we should have some philosophy, understanding, you understand? We should have. Many people think in the West, philosophy, too much philosophy. We don't like philosophy. We just like practicing. That's all. That's dreaming. The attachment itself is philosophy already. Can you understand? You understand? Your attachment is the, you not learn from school, you not learn other. Since you're born, you're already philosophy. You are already philosopher. Don't think philosopher is something, comes from book, read, or then now I know something, I'm philosopher. You need, and also, ancient time, Christianity and the Western world, fantastic philosophy. There is philosophy. But then, people, have difficulty, always contradicting each other. They sometimes, religion give up philosophy. You understand? Nowadays, religion is not put together with philosophy because they see many philosophy are wrong. and having much difficulty, science, contradicting to the religious philosophy. Actually there is, Christianity, tremendous, philosophy, which is really relating with the, worthwhile, to take our life, worthwhile. But now, not understanding people. Many people say, I just want to meditate. I don't want anything, philosophy, those things. That's not true. You need, philosophy is a sort of, giving you, sort of the whole picture. And within this, you can discriminate how is your energy going. If you don't have some philosophy, you just, whatever energy going, you just go like that, energy. I'm not sure what I'm saying. You understand? Whatever happens, whatever comes. You understand? Many hippies now they do. You understand? Whatever comes. That's not true. You have to have somehow understanding. Otherwise, you lost. This earth is, and so much superstition, so much, garbage, philosophy, wrong, philosophy. And if you don't have right philosophy, right understanding, you just like running like that, like this. You understand? Some people say, oh, this, oh, yes. Some people say, this, yes. So you have no directions, you have no exactly understanding. You understand? You have to have, dear. Otherwise, you're very dangerous, If you don't have somehow can judgment, the what is the right, what is the wrong philosophy, what is the right attitude, what's the wrong, attitude. If you don't have discriminating knowledge, wisdom, then you end up, maybe, really very dangerous. I think you can see, I think maybe explain. There's some, film. India, they make film already. I'm sure you people saw. The one man, he looking, something, realization. And then he saw some, yoga or something. And this yoga has, giving misconception, and wrong message, and order to gaining liberation. And he told and if you kill 990 people, when that enter the dead, you get inner realization. So the man who believing, he killed so much, people, and also each time this one is putting into rosary, and he have to wear. We call surmut, and this is also Indian. They have this, not Tibetan sort of the history. In India they have, and they make film also. And one day Lord Buddha, make him, understanding. One day, and he going on the road, and the Lord Buddha went behind him, and he went so much quickly running like that. Lord Buddha went slow, and he couldn't catch, and he couldn't believe. And he goes so slow, I went so quickly, I couldn't catch him. Wow, he check up, and so slowly, and many different things show. Slowly, he realized, and he becomes, distinguished, and he promises, he never going to do such kind of action. However, very dangerous. If you don't have really, somehow philosophy, somehow good understanding, you just take whatever people say is very dangerous. I think you have to be careful. This is Tibetan people, the margin of Buddhism, and we very much concerned with this kind of things, You understand? Really concerned. You must check up. In the West, there's so many trips, so many trips, so many, things, going on, thousands of things going on, I mean, good things you choose, worthwhile things, worthwhile, but there's so many garbage also going on, and I mean, that is dangerous, so be careful. That's why we say, we have to go middle path, not, extreme overestimate, not extreme, the underestimate. We have to go middle path. To go middle path, you have to understand false, path. How to overestimate, mind, how going overestimate, how underestimate. You going check up, You should have somehow discriminate knowledge, wisdom. How is it functioning? Example, people who are crazy, normally we consider crazy, crazy people. They don't have somehow discriminate. You understand? Which way going to extreme. So that when the tremendous something, problem comes, that energy is, energy is heat from or brain or heart or, mind, whatever you call it, hit them, sort of unconsciously becomes completely, goes conscious. And then whatever does, they don't remember. I'm sure you people know crazy. I don't need crazy describing, crazy people's, action. So the before the, actually, if he has, such a control, such understanding, the which way direction his energy and the mental conceptual energy is going, if he knows, the beginning he going this way, becoming his crazy, he knows, he can take back from that direction. I think you people know already that. I don't need to talk about that, isn't it? It's true. What I'm saying is clear, I think. If you have discriminated knowledge, wisdom, somehow you have, somehow right, to check up. You understand? Way of check up, Then you never become crazy, I say. Because you know how your mind is, which direction the extreme going. You take back from that. Because your mind is, the energy is which way to going extreme. We can avoid that situation. Otherwise, okay, we think now, example, we are here, we think, oh, I'm all right, you all think, I'm all right, I'm cooperating in my life, I, can talk with my friend, I eat, I take care of myself, I'm all right, You think I'm all right. One, bad information, you understand, which is one word, which is relating with the tremendous energy built up attachment. One energy click, you becomes, you understand, unconscious, or you becomes, crazy. Why? Because actually within us, there is a possibility of crazy energy is simultaneously existent right now. Don't think something, there is, I have no way to come and become crazy. Don't think, you have there. Because as long as you have, attachment up and down mind, itself, go like that, I'm not sure what I'm saying. Do not think you are, I'm saying it, do not think now, impossible I'm become crazy. Possible, potentiality is still there also. So therefore, worthwhile, continuously, developing, knowledge, wisdom. You understand? Which is, which is can cut that kind of situation. Can protect your mind, into peaceful environment. You understand? To be able to keep, you must develop. Otherwise, it's there. Don't think, I'm, impossible, He just, Lama make it exaggerated, impossible, I'm crazy in this life. Check up that, you check up, Okay, therefore, worthwhile, dear. Therefore, worthwhile. Now, you are perfectly, conditioned, and, intelligent, and, have, discriminating what is right, what is wrong. You have tremendous, powerful, positive energy, potentiality. To using is so wonderful. Then you are distinguished from the, animal. Okay? As I said yesterday. Remember? Otherwise, birds and the human being has what different? Birds also, they eating, their own everyday life, they go like that, and they eat another, insects, they eat, stomach is okay, then they sleep, and then morning get up, what different? We also do, we also go supermarket, we buy these things, we don't eat these things, go sleep. Okay, do not think that is the human ability. That is the animal can do. Okay. So therefore, worthwhile, dear. Worthwhile. Something this life, you determine it, something really worthwhile, and dedicate life, energy is for benefit of others, As long as you have sincerity, dedicating, by understanding the attachment is the, all the, causation of, problem. If you realize, it's automatically, you be happy. Because you go, happiness, the path, joyful path. There's no worry about it. Okay, so therefore I say it now. Conclusion is necessary. Each meditation you checking, and you understand something. If you live, okay, I understand something like that, But no conclusion has no power. Okay, no power, no strength, energy, to put the action in everyday life. Okay, so therefore, now having great determination, that my rest life, as much as possible, avoid the situation of attachment, mental attitude, self-cherished thought, and as much as possible dedicate and concerning, other sentient beings as much as possible. Especially, the other sentient being problem is not the something material. The biggest problem is the attachment, and ignorance, lack of knowledge, wisdom. So, in order to give light to others, you understand? Best way help is to give knowledge, wisdom, light, to put the right directions, mental energy, physical energy, speech energy. And in order to do these things, I myself becomes, putting into action, right action, positive. And slowly, by gaining, myself, knowledge, wisdom, gaining knowledge, wisdom, having realization, automatically I can give vibration, good vibration, knowledge, wisdom, and dedicate that way, and so will the world. And also, there is a training mind such a way. Okay. The tradition, Tibetan lamas, they do that. And they order to training the mind, to release, for release the, attachment, self-cherished thought. And we meditate and giving, giving our body, from our body, transforming, thousand, billion, body, and give, the each sentient being. This is the meditation. You have to do right now. You do better now. Now you have equilibrium meditation. Remember, okay. So the having universal living around you, and your body is a manifested the many, and the giving each of the and also beautifully, and not something sort of ugly and which is you don't want, because your body is you possess tremendous powerful energy by the attachment. So you give, each of the, universal living being your body. Besides your body giving to others, and you meditate, you give all the your enjoyment, myself. And from your house manifested, many, thousand, house. From your refrigerator, food, and thousand, manifested and giving, to others. With much compassion, by realizing, the equilibrium, equality of, universal living being, wanting happiness, not desire unhappy feeling. but acting, ignorantly, and cause, suffering and confusion. Unsatisfactory. This is not just a joking and something funny sort of. It's very, very useful. Before maybe whatever you give, even you give 1 cent to others, and 1 cup of tea others, you have something inside, attachment, and not happy. Maybe intellectually you do, and by training. Meditation, this kind of meditation, slowly, you can give, things with a much joyful, much pleasure. This is the experience, No, I mean, I'm not saying I have that experience, the many, people this kind of experience. Not only, in the East and the West also has. So we have to do, in other words, I think is the charity of giving your body, charity of all the your the equipment, and the material possession you're giving. Okay. In other words, there's one Lama, Tibetan. Maybe I make a story. One Tibetan Lama. It's true history, and incredible miserable. He can't give, maybe 1 cent he can't give his possession to others. Incredible miserable. So his teacher, he asked, I can't do these things, charity things. And his teacher told, the method, put here, something put here. And he have to learn, he visualized, something, sentient being, other sentient being. He have to give here, turning, he said, okay, I giving here. Here. Then concentrate here. Or I giving, yes. I giving, and I giving this. He started this way. The mind is giving, sort of generating. You understand? That's a method, No, I'm not joking, historical. This happened in Tibet, one man, and this Lama method, The slowly he learned. Slowly maybe, he can give something at him, others, and with pleasure. So this is the training mind. We don't have development, such, without, attachment. We don't have, really, charity. We not develop. The charity is actually, you people think, I'm sure some people think, oh, charity is something to do with religion. Charity is Tibetan people's understanding, Buddhism understanding. Charity is the solution to release attachment. Charity is, many people think charity is something, this material. We think material is not charity. Charity inside you sincerely giving without expectation. That mind is the charity, not the charity is you giving thing. no matter with attachment, having reputation. Consider I am very religious person. Other people should think that way, and I give $1 million or pound, others. That's all ego trip. Build up more ego, rather than developing your rather than developing knowledge, wisdom, and rather than solution to release the attachment. It's ego, still ego trip. Okay, you understand? Many of our spiritual trip are ego trip, attachment trip, purely. You must check out that. That's why we didn't get any solution. That's why we become hypocritical, because we have no understanding. We have no action, no serious action. You understand? If you act, don't think something, intellectual so higher. Just act as much possible, Just act as much possible. Small way beginning, small way beginning. You act, it makes sense for you. You understand? Every religious idea, when you act small way, you understand? And then it makes sense. Then really get a solution. There's no action. You understand? Too much intellectual. What purpose though? All garbage still, So the action is very important. And also, don't try action is something higher. Slowly, small action, past beginning you do. Don't expecting something you can do big things, You understand? Slowly. Every day life putting little bit aid, you understand? And care upon. You can say you're developing. Even Lord Buddha said, don't accept it because I said so. He rejected, his student. Lord Buddha said, he rejected his disciple. Don't accept because I said so. He says, you are wrong. You check up what I say. You check up that. And repeat with your mentality and your level. You understand? Then you with understanding, you take that. No understanding, no feet with you, which is not feet with your feet, shoes. Don't take. In other words, okay, shoes which is feet with you, okay, and worthwhile, be comfortable. You understand? So the practicing, meditation or whatever it is, spiritual trip, which is you can take and practical and comfortable understanding, make sure 100% what you are doing. Then you do. It's so comfortable. You can see through your own action you develop. Because many times, Western mentality is, they want everything too much. Samsara is they have, too much sense gravitation, attachment. Everything is too much exaggerated for the sense pleasure. You understand? And that energy, and then when they come, some meditation or spiritual trip comes, they're also putting that way. Bring that attitude into, such way. That's misconception, Be, release the way, develop. It's worthwhile, dear. Very worthwhile. And so powerful, Human ability is so powerful. Buddhism thinking, we believe, human potentiality is incredible powerful. We say, oh, rocket is incredible, powerful. Atomic bomb energy is so powerful. It comes from a human being. The human, powerful, intelligent, using such a way material, it becomes powerful. Otherwise, where is it? Where is it? Who is not, not created, human being in this earth? How you saw? All this building, you think fantastic, this building, large and, so many design, these things. The human being made this one. The human mind, making and using, powerful, intelligent. And that, power is produce this energy. And then comes this building. Okay? Don't think something, maybe this God created, I'm joking. Oh, that's what. The thing, human, powerful, human being is powerful. Don't think I'm nothing, I can't do anything. That's ridiculous, You make it yourself, devaluation. You really, worthwhile, incredible, intelligent, the energy, have powerful energy. If you're using positive way, powerful. If you use a negative way, also powerful. That's why human being is dangerous. You understand? Really true. Now. The world is dangerous. Who makes dangerous? The human mind makes dangerous. You can see, isn't it? You just look at what happened situation. Incredible. That the human mind is making, movement, world, these things. You understand? And also talk about so many times we worry about world be so miserable, so many wars, Instead of worry world, past level, you must put yourself integrated, can clear out yourself, Then maybe, your vibration automatically help for the peace, and the benefit others. Otherwise, with our own confused, and hurting, our, peace and no understanding, and emotionally we say, world is too much now, or like that. That's emotion. That's not compassion, no wisdom, no method. Okay, don't worry. And especially, certain kind of, problem has, you can give solution. Certain kind of problem already there, you can say it doesn't have solution right now, it's already there problem. Example, we say karma. Remember karma. I'm sure you people think, Buddhism says karma, The Buddhism karma does not mean something fixed, Karma means, cause, effective. When the cause is there inside our mind. Example, we have cause now to become crazy. Example, I have, cause to become, I'm crazy. Inside already, right now, already. If this, right now, I have power, or, if I can do, I can release this one right now, this karma. But when I become crazy, the karma is already, and this, energy is comes, effective result, I become crazy. That time I can't do that easily. You understand now? Before the result come, we can give solution to cut that flow, to rid of, before the coming result. But when the result already very difficult, you understand, to give solution. So therefore, do not think, actually the Hindu philosophy karma and the Buddhism philosophy karma, he is using karma, Sanskrit word, but the connotation is different. The Hindu philosophy, they believe that karma is sort of completely, unchangeable, sort of, predeterminate, sort of something like that. In Buddhism, karma is, changeable. Karma is also impermanent and changeable. Karma is your mental attitude making, energy direction, produce reaction. And also you can cut that, before the coming result. They know something karma is something, something else, that your body, speech, mind, the energy itself is karma. That's all. Don't worry, words means nothing. The what I mean, what karma means, your energy of your body, energy of your speech, energy of your mind, that is the karma. Why is that called karma? Because that energy is, relating another energy and produce another energy reacting. That's all. That is scientific, I'm not talking about the religious, thing. Scientific people discover all this the energy, four element energy is not come, without, the something causation originated without causation. There's always causation. And relating each energy is another energy and produce another energy. Scientifically, no. If you don't know, you go scientific laboratory. I'm joking. I haven't been scientific laboratory in my life, right? Oh, it's true. I mean, it's true. You can check out. Okay. Maybe I'm joking. I'm not joking, maybe. I'm not sure. It's true, yeah. Oh, yeah. So therefore, whatever you see through the eye, whatever you hear, whatever you smell, whatever you taste, whatever you touch, everything has reaction, produce reaction, either positive reaction, either negative reaction. This is the scientific, Okay, therefore I say Buddhism is more scientific, You understand now? This is the karma. I mean, that you can experience right now. Today you can experiment. Yeah, it's true. It's so simple. That's why, we say meditation is to developing higher consciousness. When higher consciousness is developing, you can see each your movement create different, reaction. You can see. Okay. Okay, good example. Okay, Time magazine now. Western, good example, Time magazine. Time magazine, people who make Time magazine, first he put something very unusual picture on the Time magazine. Do you know that? Others is something, men special, or other, something, women something like that. He knows psychology. He knows real karma. That the energy of, having, ladies' picture or something, fantastic. You understand? That reaction take other people seeing, and they buy, and he get money. Okay, that is the karma actually. You know that is. I think people who are advertising in the Western and doing these things, for me, I think they're really fantastic. If you know why they do, this is the really Buddhism, psychological method showing. For me, I learned that. Incredible, Western mind is, you understand? The way of, human mind, they're thinking, if I do this, this reaction comes. They know. All those are karma, actually. So Egypt used to go like, you go London Street, go like that. Like this, And so many things you smell, this thing. You just go unconsciously. But those, whatever you smell, whatever you perceiving, whatever you, hear, everything has, reacting, instinctively, automatically, like watching like that, watching. But you go unconsciously, you completely ignore. Okay, now you understand why consciousness needs to develop through the meditation. You understand? Most times it's because we are unconscious. And then this unconsciousness mind developing, we becomes, degenerate rather than, advance mentally. You can see it's a possibility. I'm showing it's a possibility, Oh, if you know the real, human, psychological, mental, attitude, psychological, nature, if you know, I'm sure you cooperate your life and your mind, and to put together life rather than separate life. So when the mind is separate, or then when the mind is separate, life is separate. Life has no direction, no integrate. Then not happy, then lost. It means lost, Doesn't matter you still, in London, You can be lost, Okay, so worthwhile, dear. Understanding is worthwhile if you could do. Okay, I think better. This is a time for BB breaking time. Thank you. Okay, we see you later. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Maybe I don't want to go.
Waste your time.
But
Not take waste your time.
You think so?
Think
Better. Okay. Thank you.
better.